Today, I want to talk about when you should save money and when you should pay off debt. This is one of the biggest questions that I get from people all the time. They are juggling so many different financial priorities and they want to have a better understanding of whether they should use their additional money that they have to pay down debt or if they should put it in the bank. Now, a lot of content creators, especially in the finance sector, they have glorified paying down debt. They've turned it into some big thing to celebrate. And I really do get that, right? Like, paying off debt is a huge accomplishment and it should be celebrated. But I think that sometimes we get caught up in this idea that going into debt is bad and paying off all of our debt must automatically be good. And at the end of the day, what I really want you focused on is what is best for your overall net worth. Hello, beautiful people. It is me, Tasha K, with Goddess Stay. And as you can see, I am so excited to get into the meat of this conversation with you today. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for being here. If you are an OG, welcome back. Either way, make sure that you are subscribed and that you are a part of this wonderful wealth building community. Today, we're about to get into when to save money and when to pay off debt. I'm going to give you some things that I want you to look at in order to make this decision, because if people are telling you that they have an answer for this without looking at these things, run in the opposite direction. Number one, you want to look at what type of debt it is. Is this student loan debt? Is this credit card debt? Is it a different car note, something like that? What type of debt? Is it a mortgage? You know, all debt isn't the same, and so how we handle them is going to be different. All right, a student loan and a mortgage is going to be treated differently than maybe a car loan or credit card debt. All right. Number two, how much debt do you have? All right. If you have like $100,000 in debt, that's going to be different than if you have $10,000 in debt versus if you have $50,000. How aggressive you might be, or what that overarching plan might be, or how long that debt, what that debt horizon is going to look like. All of those are going to be different based on how much debt you have. That's definitely going to be part of the strategy. Number three, what is the interest rate on the debt? Is it a low interest rate or is it a high interest rate? And is it a low interest rate but on a high amount? And is it a high interest rate but on a low amount? These are things that you want to consider. Number four, what is the opportunity cost of paying down the debt? Opportunity cost means that when you choose one thing, right, there is a cost to not choosing something else. So when you choose to pay down debt, there is a cost to choosing not to put money into your emergency fund or not putting money into your investment account. Pay attention to what this cost is. This is going to help you manage your priorities with the best balance possible, right? This is like asset allocation all over again inside of your portfolio. And we know in investing, asset allocation is one of the most important things when it comes to your overall ability to grow that portfolio. When it comes to your net worth, the asset allocation is important again. So look at what is that opportunity cost and balance those things accordingly. Number five, how much uncommitted income do I have available to me? If you watch this channel, then you know what uncommitted income is. It is the money left over after you have paid your expenses, your bills, and your debt. So you want to see how much uncommitted income do I have so that can then give you some idea of how you can begin to allocate it. The more uncommitted income you have, the more things that you can juggle. The more uncommitted income that you have, the more you can allocate to your debt and have that go down more quickly. So you want to make sure that you know what that uncommitted income is and that you're making good decisions about how you want to allocate it. And then number six, give yourself some cushion. When it comes to your budget, when it comes to your debt, you want to give yourself some cushion in that budget so that you're not going into debt in the first place. All right? So listen, ultimately what I want to leave you with today is don't get caught up in the stress of paying off debt. Get caught up in the strategy of creating a better financial future, and that absolutely includes debt. But where I see people get tripped up is when they start making emotional decisions about how they manage their debt, because it can feel so consuming, right? But don't get caught up on that and focus on the overall picture. If you made it this far, make sure you're subscribed. Do me a favor and like this video. But I want to tell you this. You are not helpless, hopeless, or powerless. In fact, you are powerful beyond measure, and you have everything that you could possibly need to take your finances to the next level. And I am honored and overjoyed to be on this journey with you. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Gotta stay.